So ADA has broken through this key level of support and resistance, which is the yellow line, and we also broke through the 200 EMA. And that's something I was looking out for. And here you can also see that we momentarily found support at both levels before getting rejected, which has led to this recent move to the downside. And I'm still tracking a 5-hour structure to complete the fifth wave, where I'm looking out for this fifth wave to reach the $1 mark before seeing that bigger pullback. But of course, we need further confirmation that what we are forming is a 5-hour structure as opposed to a XY structure. And yeah, here it's still possible that what we are forming is a 5-hour structure. And this recent move to the downside could be the wave 4, and then we see a final push to the upside to complete that fifth wave. And then that 5-hour structure could either form the wave 1 or the wave W. And so what I'll do is I'll zoom in on the 5-minute chart just to check to see what's taken place within this recent move to the downside. And so if I zoom in, and yeah, it looks like we had a corrective move that played out where what we had here was a XY structure, and we had this corrective move and a XY structure where that Y wave elongated, and it looks to be made up of 5 waves. So if I draw that in, what we had forming was a WXY structure. And then here we reached 75.78 cents. And the Y wave typically retraces anywhere between 1 to 1.236. And here we ended up bottoming out at 74.47 cents. And of course, that level sits above the 1.618 level, as you can see. And so what that tells me is that this recent move to the downside is a corrective move as opposed to an impulsive move. And then, of course, we have this move to the upside that we are currently witnessing at the moment, made up of a WXY structure. And so if ADA was to breach past this key level of support and resistance once again, that would then further confirm that we had a WXY structure, given that in a 5-way structure, what you can't have is the wave 4 extend beyond the wave 1 or the wave 2 origin, so this level here. And so what I do is set out the next key target for ADA, in the short term at least. And so here we reached 74.65 cents. And so yeah, short term, ADA could breach past this key level of support and resistance, where we could reach anywhere between 75.18 cents to 75.31 cents. And if you do manage to tap into this region, then it's possible that what we are forming is a bigger WXY structure, where this move to the downside would be the W wave, and then we see a next wave followed by a Y wave, where we then breach past this level here, and that could then potentially form the wave 4. So that wave 4 has the potential to reach this region there between around 73.5 cents. So if I go back to the hourly chart, there's potential for ADA to actually retest the 50 EMA and then see that bounce to the upside to then complete the fifth wave. And from then on, it'll be interesting to see if whether or not what we are forming is a 5-hour structure or a WXY structure. And as you can see here on the stochastic RSI, we are within the oversold conditions, and so I am still looking out for the bulls to regain control of the market. And that could then play in line with what I just talked about, where we could see it actually breach past the local top, which is this level here at 76 cents. But with that being said, on the 4-hour chart, we are within the overbought conditions. And on the 8-hour chart, again, we are within the overbought conditions. And so, we could see that final push to the upside. And then we could see the wave 2 or the wave X play out, where this move to the upside could complete the wave 1, and then we see a pullback, where we could potentially find support at the 200 EMA on the 8-hour chart. And then we see a wave 3, 4, and 5 play out. Or alternatively, this move to the upside could be the wave W, and then we see a wave X, and a final push to the upside to complete the wave Y. And if we have a WXY structure that's forming, then we could see a bigger pullback, where a bigger WXY structure would form, like so. And if this structure plays out, then that would then mean that we ended up completing this move to the upside. And this move to the upside formed the wave 1, and this WXY structure would then form the wave 2. and then we see a wave 3, 4, and 5 play out in the next couple of months or the next few months. And so, yeah, long term, I am still bullish regardless of whatever structure plays out. It's just a case of determining whether or not we have a double XY structure or a 5 structure that's forming right now. And if you have a 5 structure that's forming, then there's a strong possibility that ADA can then reach the $1 mark before seeing that bigger pullback. And so, yeah, that's just my update on Cardano ADA. Hopefully you found this useful. And if you did, then feel free to hit the like button. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe. Take it easy, people. Peace.